Behind the war in Ukraine, the West's rampant arms trade. Since the beginning of Russia's military campaign in Ukraine, the West, including the United States, the United Kingdom, France and Canada, has been sending sophisticated weapons to Ukraine. Despite calls from civil society for an end to the fighting, international analysts say the war is being protracted due to continued Western arms support. They say that instead of ending the war for the sake of arms trade, arms dealers are adding fuel to the fire of conflict. According to the Stockholm International Peace Institute, the United States is the world's top arms supplier. Then Russia, France and the United Kingdom, respectively. The United States accounts for 39% of global arms exports. Since the beginning of the war, hundreds of millions of dollars have been donated by various countries around the world. In addition to the military assistance agreement, various countries have provided arms under the Arms Trade Agreement. Today's video about the weapons and equipment supplied to Ukraine so far and its value. United States. The administration of U.S. President Joe Biden has already sent $4.5 billion in military aid to Ukraine since the war began. The aid includes 72 state-of-the-art howitzers, 72 vehicles, about 150,000 rounds of ammunition, and more than 120 Phoenix strategic drones made by the U.S. Air Force. The United States has also promised a large military aid package of thousands of rifles and other equipment, including helicopters, armored vehicles, about 1,500 Stinger anti-aircraft systems, 5,000 Javelin anti-tank missile ammunition. Earlier, the Biden administration had agreed to supply high-speed artillery systems or HIMARS. The U.S. Congress approved a $40 billion budget for Ukraine last month. From there, the United States will provide Himachal as part of the newly announced $700 million aid package. UK. The United Kingdom has so far pledged $6,566 million in military assistance to Ukraine's military. The aid includes 120 armored vehicles, 5,800 anti-tank missiles, 5 air defense systems, 1,000 rockets and 4.5 tons of explosives. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson also promised to supply electronics warfare equipment, a counter-battery radar system, GPS jamming system equipment and thousands of night vision devices. The United Kingdom says more than 22,000 Ukrainian troops have been trained in addition to military assistance. Canada has provided $28 million in military aid to Ukraine since February 24. At the end of May, Canada announced the shipment of 20,000 rounds of ammunition, along with the M777 Hausa. In the meantime, the Donbass region has been moved to boost Ukraine's defenses, according to media reports. Canada has sent drone cameras, rifles, ammunition, high-resolution satellite imagery, rocket launchers, thousands of hand grenades and 2 strategic airlift aircraft. Germany. At the end of April, Germany agreed to supply Ukraine with automatic housing and tanks, in violation of its defensive arms assistance policy. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz has announced plans to send an air defense system capable of protecting Ukraine from Russian airstrikes. Spain sent 200 tons of military equipment last April. There are 30 trucks and 10 small vehicles carrying military vehicles. France. In mid-April, the French government said it had provided more than $7,107 million in military equipment to Ukraine. 1 week later, President Emmanuel Macron promised more assistance, including anti-tank missiles and Hausa. Last week, France announced the transfer of 6 Hausers and anti-aircraft missiles. Turkey. The Turkish-built Bayrak Aktar TB2 drone is one of the world's most famous weapons since the war began. Several videos of the destruction of Russian armored vehicles, artillery convoy with this sophisticated drone have already gone viral on social media. Ukraine claims that TB2 was used to disrupt the defense of the Russian warship Moscow before launching the missile in mid-April. There were 20 TB2 before the military operation in Ukraine. Although more specialized drones were later provided, the number was not specified. Nordic countries. Norway has sent 100 French-built anti-aircraft missiles as well as 4,000 anti-tank weapons to Ukraine. Since the start of the war, Sweden, Finland, and Denmark have sent a number of state-of-the-art equipment to Ukraine, including numerous anti-tank rocket launchers. Neighbor of Ukraine. Ukraine's neighbor Poland has so far sent more than $1.5 billion in military aid to Ukraine. These include sophisticated weapons such as anti-tank missiles, mortars, ammunition and drones. Slovakia has so far provided a total of $160 million in military supplies. Central and Eastern Europe countries such as Slovenia, the Czech Republic, as well as Belgium, the Netherlands, Greece, and Italy have sent countless rounds of ammunition, including automatic rifles, anti-tank weapons, Stinger missiles, rocket launchers. Arms trade behind Ukraine crisis. About 43% of U.S. arms exports go to the Middle East, according to the non-governmental organization Truthout. Saudi Arabia and UAE are their top customers there. The military alliance led by the two countries has brought Yemen to the brink of almost destruction in the last 8 years of aggression. Many analysts believe that the United States has used the same tactics in the Ukraine war. They say Ukraine has not played a role in the success of the 7 initiatives taken by Russia. On the contrary, from the beginning, they have been taking a negative stance on peace talks. All in all, it is clear that they have no intention of ending the war in Ukraine. And in this case, they have mentioned the rumored arms trade as the main reason. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe our channel.